Damien. Oh my God. I don't believe I'm doing this. You keep accusing Kathy of making Maria commit suicide and killing an unborn child that's supposed to be hers. Be Maria's. Okay, well, this is rumor. I heard she's still alive and she's not pregnant. Like I said, rumor. However, with that being said, we're going to go by investigator's standpoint and the questions they would have to ask you, because you're the one that's throwing the accusations out there. So with that being said, let's get it. Number one, how do you know about the suicide? How? Were you guys on video chat when she did it? Were you guys on voice chat when she did it? Did you talk to her family members? Did anybody contact you? Did she tell you before she did it? All this kind of stuff. They have to ask these questions. It's no joke. They'll ask you, was she really pregnant? Did you see pictures of this girl while she was pregnant? Did you talk to her in video chat to where you could see that she's pregnant? Because, see, I'm telling you, reason being I'm saying all this is because that if you don't answer them with the honest to God's truth, and I'm being serious, they can still put your stupid ass away for accusing somebody else for doing something when they didn't. How do you know that she didn't have an abortion? How do you know that she didn't self-abort, which meaning that she miscarried? How do you know any of this? You don't, because you're not there. You live in California, she lives in Connecticut or wherever. But let me tell you something, though. Did you turn around and popped up and said that Kathy killed her? Okay, when you said that, you can't do that online, because kill and suicide are two different kinds of death. All right? Plain and simple. I explained the first part. But so you still have to come up with answers for that. So I want you to go through everything you can imagine and try to lie your way out of it. Because I know you'll fail. Okay, secondly, like I said, you said that she killed her. That's what you said. And your words were, you killed her. Are you happy? That's exactly what you said. Thing is, to kill somebody, you have to be one-on-one combat. I mean, it has to be a fight between the two and weapons drawn, or somebody snaps somebody else's neck or whatever. I mean, I'm being serious here. Okay, that's one of the questions an investigator would ask you, because you think you know it all. You don't know nothing. Now, with that being said, did she get her neck? Did Kathy snap her neck? No, because she lives in one state and Maria lives in another, so that's impossible. So with that being said, we're going to keep going. Okay, if that was the case of her being killed, what was the weapon? Was it a knife? Was it a butcher knife? Was it a steak knife? Was it a French knife? Was it a hatchet? Was it an axe? Was it a gun? Was it a shotgun? Was it a pistol? I mean, they'll ask you all kinds of shit. Now, I'm not playing here. This is true. I'm going with what I know an investigator would do. So I've got family members that are investigators and shit. So I know what I'm talking about. But see, that's just a teensy part. Okay, so if Kathy would supposedly kill her, again, this is stupid. Did you witness it on voice chat? Did you hear her scream? Did you hear Maria screaming in the background and all that kind of stuff? I highly doubt it. Did you witness it on a video chat? I highly fucking doubt it. That's why I say you stupid fuckers need to watch your mouth. Makes me mad. Okay, with that being said, they'll ask you what time, the date, the whole fucking 9 yards, and you have to be not approximate. You have to be positive on what time and the date all this shit happens. Dead serious. Then they're going to ask you where you come into the picture at. They're going to ask you if you are the father of this said child. Literally said child. Okay, they're going to ask you if you got her pregnant. Duh. So with that being said, and I highly fucking doubt that too, then they're going to ask you, what part did you play with this child? What part of this child, why were you involved with this child? Why were you involved with the pregnancy? You shouldn't be, because it's not your kid. Unless Maria was your boyfriend or girlfriend. Okay, then they're going to ask you if Maria was your girlfriend. And then they're going to ask you if Kathy was your girlfriend. Then they're going to ask you if it was for vengeance or anything like that. So, I mean, there's going to be 101 million things that they're going to ask you. And you're going to sit there and be fucking nervous when you go through it all. It's going to be funny. It really is. Wow. But you know what? I'll look at it this way. Your involvement shouldn't even be, because Maria had no right to go around telling people that she's pregnant anyway. That's something she should have kept to herself, for one. Her closest friends, and you're not a close friend of hers, the closest friends of hers can know, but you shouldn't have known. She shouldn't have even told you. But you know what? Like I said, I don't believe that she was. But then when they're going to ask you all kinds of questions, like I said, if you were her boyfriend, they're going to ask you what involvement you had with the child. What is it your child? Did you do all this for vengeance because you was pissed at Maria? I mean, they're going to ask you all kinds of crazy. I'm not joking. I've witnessed people going through this kind of shit before, and I would not want to be in their shoes. I would not. Then they're going to turn around and ask you, how would you know all this stuff if you've not talked to anybody? Like her parents, or her right before she supposedly did it, or anything like that. See, they're going to get suspicious of you because you're coming up with all these accusations, and you can't prove anything solid just because of screenshots. It's still not proving anything. You see what I'm saying? You see where I'm going with this? Because, like I said, everybody's like, oh, I got screenshots. No, it's best to eyewitness it, because you can describe it to a fucking T, and they're going to ask you what color clothes that she had on. All kinds of shit. I mean, they're going to ask you everything. The color of the clothes supposedly Kathy had on, the clothes that you've had on. If there's any blood on you, they would check for blood on you. That ain't a real joke. They would. Same with her. And same with Maria. And then you would have to describe where, supposedly, if Kathy did kill her. The thing of it is, what you don't understand too, they're going to ask you all kinds of questions. How do you know that for a fact? They're going to ask you, how do you know? And then they're going to ask you all kinds of shit like, what room was she in? What was she doing at that time? I don't want approximate times. I mean, not like within hours, like within minutes of when it happened. They're not going to want all this stupid shit that you want to throw out there. They're going to want all kinds of stuff out of you. But see, then when you can't come up with stuff, the room that she was in, is she bleeding really bad, or is she bleeding very little, or where she was cut, where she was shot, where, like weapons. They'll ask you about weapons. They will ask you if a gun was used, or if a knife was used, or, a butcher knife or whatever. They'll ask you what kind of weapons that were used. Because see, you think you're the smart ass person, but you think you know every motherfucking thing out there. You don't know nothing, dude. You have no fucking clue. Yeah, I've been quiet all this fucking time. But you know something? It's time for somebody to speak up for Kathy. I'm tired of this shit. You and Maria both are assholes. You both are. And I guarantee you that she's not pregnant. And if I were you, because you're her friend, I'd demand her to get a pregnancy fucking test and show the paper with her fucking real name on it. Because, somebody didn't believe me about Autumn having seizures and shit, and I proved it to him. So he knows damn good and well that she has seizures. That's why he don't bother her so much. But you guys don't care, and I've had it proven up 10,000 times. And I've had it up on video. That's no joke either. I had all of her shit up there to prove that she has seizures and is going through all this shit. So I said, you gotta have fucking proof, dude. And you have nothing. Screenshots doesn't prove a fucking thing. Because every fucking screenshot can be edited. That's no joke. And even it says it on Discord bullshit. It says it. It can be edited. Well, the thing of it is, they know that the hackers get on here and do all kinds of crazy. The thing of it, what I'm saying to you is that you're opening your mouth before you fucking stop and think about anything that you say. You just blurt it out because you think if you blurt it out, you're going to get Kathy in trouble and you think you're going to get everybody pissed off at her. Well, nobody's pissed at her that I know of except the two of you and Maria both. The thing of it is, if Maria is not gone or anything like that, you better find out a reason why nobody's hearing from her. Because they're going to ask you that too. Because they'll ask you if you're holding her hostage somewhere. Because you don't want her to talk to Kathy. Or whatever. I'm being serious with this shit. There's a movie, and I want you to go watch it. It's called The Sound of Freedom. It's what goes on in the fucking United States. I want you to go watch that movie. And it's fucking for real. And they'll ask you all kinds of stupid shit concerning that too. I'm serious. You need to go see that movie. Because when you guys keep throwing shit out there about hurting other people, killing other people, all kinds of stupid shit like that. And with all the crazy that's going on in this world today, man, there's going to be so many questions you'll have to answer and that you're not going to have any answers for. That's why I said shut your fucking mouth until you get solid proof. When you can't get that solid proof, something's up somewhere and you need to be suspicious of what is going on. Instead of just sitting there, oh, this person did this, and this. Where's the fucking proof? That's what I'm saying. You guys are crazy. There's another one I'm going to make a video on too, and he's just as bad as you are, if not worse. The bad part of it is when y'all get caught for doing all your fucking lying and shit, you're not talking about jail time, you're talking about fucking prison time. And then when you're talking about prison time and you've been talking about a kid, they're going to put you in with the bad of the bad. You're going to wind up dead is what's going to happen to you. I'm just trying to warn you to shut your fucking mouth, because if this never happened, then you need to shut up, because not only you're going to get somebody else in trouble for being innocent in this whole thing, you are going to go to jail or go to prison for fucking lying out your ass so bad it's not even funny, and not in nothing in your mom's power. She could do anything to help you. Your sister couldn't do anything to help you. That's what I'm saying. That's why I get so fucking mad at everybody. It's because when you guys keep up your fucking lying and all this shit, you think those were bad questions that I was saying that's what they would ask you? That's nothing. Because I get worse off than that. Because I've gone through some situations here in my own hometown where I've had to stand up before a court and fucking tell somebody exactly like it was. And I got kicked out of a fucking courtroom because I told the judge that the guy that got busted for drinking and driving, and he had a wreck and went down the road the wrong way, and he got drunk and had a wreck. They wanted me to be in his jury trial because that's what the guy wanted. He wanted a jury trial. And I told him the fucking truth, what I thought. I got kicked out of the courtroom for being honest of what I said. The thing is, this fucking lying bullshit's got to stop. It's going to get all of you it's going to get you guys in a bunch of shit. That's why I tell you guys to be honest. And to be, I don't care for Maria, she knows this, but if she's alive, she needs to better speak the fuck up, because I'm telling you right now, she gets caught lying about all this shit too. She'll go to jail. I'm not playing here, because they're cracking down on all this shit because they're getting sick of all the fucking stupid crap that goes on in this world. And if you want to play a part in it, there is a heaven and there is a hell, and I am not joking. And I'm telling you right now, you guys are facing hell. That's what you're facing. And that's worse than any fucking jail cell. So stop and think about it.